rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm rolling in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. While you chase the crust and I take the lead. Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on the name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm a VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right, spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
In the night, follow weak ass motions, trying to fake a fight. Talking big game, but he ain't built for war. Another L stamp now, he's crying some more.
Hello from Corpus Christi. Welcome.
Bubble sitting in his office, hands on his face, filed some weak ass shit, got laughed out the place. Talking about YouTube, trying to play the game, but the judge don't care, bro, your motion's lame. Trying to move the trial like you run the state, but Gainesville to Gainesville ain't up for debate. Crying to the court, man, this ain't fair, but the judge said, Bruce, man, we don't care. He cried, this ain't fair, they mock my case, but the law don't care about your sad disgrace. Another weak motion, another bad day. Bruce keeps losing it, losing it. Bruce, salty tears drowning all his pride, trying to throw hands, but the law ain't on his side. Every page of nonsense just gets denied. Now he's online, straight hurt inside. Try to flip the courtroom, move the spot, got bodied in minutes, judge said nah. Talking about forms like he got the heat, but his lies so weak, they belong in the street. Form non-convenience, that's his wine, but the court said nah, not this time. Bubbles thought he had a play, thought he had a lane, but he got smacked down, now he's crying in pain. Doreen for the win. Violence weak, the judge don't care. Bruce, drowning in his own despair, blame shock it, but it's crystal clear. The only fool is in the mirror. Bruce, salty tears soaking up his tie, crying to the judge with another weak ass try, but the court ain't moved, they're rolling their eyes. Bruce's legal skills just liquefy. Big Val P and Paint Chip his little PR crew, try to spin some lies, but the L's just grew. Talking about justice, but they all just frauds, got no credibility, just some online broads. Bruce, he mad cause the jokes hit hard. Blue song got him salty, tears in the yard. Bruce's salty tears dripping on the floor. Legal dreams shattered, can't take it no more. Crying about blue songs, oh what a bore. While Shockett and Doreen keeps winning, settle in the score.
Oh yeah, we got it. Yes,
yo, Bruce,
awesome.
Wipe your eyes, man, it's just the truth. You ain't built for court, should've stayed in the booth. Every time you file, it's the same old feat. Another L stamp, man, delete.
Yes.
Yo, Bruce, what you
yeah.
man? It's just the truth. We ain't built for court, should've stayed in the booth.
Right, Max Love.
Every time you file, it's the same old feat. Another L's, damn, delete.
Hey, Janice, good to see you. Starzy, Lady Jane Doe. Oh, we started. Yes, we just started. Ah, good stuff. Good stuff, everybody. I hope you're doing well this evening. Man, oh man, oh man. Did we manage to see this one coming? Oh, gosh. It is so crazy. So crazy. And I had to put together a new song just for this occasion. And furry. Furry, I don't know about that. What's wrong with you, Digistorm? No. Yes, we do have the judge's order that came in. It is glorious. It is glorious. See, I put together a new one. You guys can tell me which one of these that you like, and I'll give you a little taste of each one of them as we go down through it as people are coming on in. Oh yeah. I was having a little bit of fun today with the app. and and I guess it was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have a good time with it, make it really interesting, make it fun. And here we go. Here's one of them. Hey, Bronson, what is up?
Yo, Bruce, you keep catching L's like it's your 9 to 5.
No,
Out of
court
weak
has
ass
an
motion,
answer to
judge
me
said,
yet.
nah, nice try. Courtrooms laughing, Gainesville smirking. You out here begging, but the system ain't working. Bruce hit the court thinking he'd get a dub. Filed some weak shit, got smacked like a scrub. Tried moving courtrooms, judge ain't amused. Said we already in Gainesville, why you so
Right there.
confused? Crime about prejudice,
for you,
bitch,
right
it's your
there.
own damn mess. Filing trash motions,
Oh,
just
yeah.
stacking up stress. Ain't nobody read it, didn't need no reply. Judge saw the title and said denied.
That was pretty good. No, the court hasn't answered me yet, but we do. Thank you so much. You ever gifted memberships last night? Got one. Greatly appreciate your generosity. Yes, we do. We do give those out every so often. And then there's this one. Oh, watch out.
Yo, Bruce, you keep catching L's like it's your 9 to 5. Filed a weak ass motion, judge said, nah, nice try.
That was pretty good. Then I got this one here. I like this one. This one's pretty good. I think I'll let this one play through. Oh yeah.
Yo, Bruce, you keep catching L's like it's your 9 to 5. Filed a weak ass motion, judge said, nah, nice try. Courtrooms laughing, Gainesville smirking. You out here begging, but the system ain't working. Bruce hit the court thinking he'd get a dub. Filed some weak shit, got smacked like a scrub. Tried moving courtrooms, judge ain't amused. Said we already in Gainesville, why you so confused? Crime about prejudice, bitch, it's your own damn mess. Filing trash motions, just stacking up stress. Ain't nobody read it, didn't need no reply. Judge saw the title and said deny. Bruce keep crying, but the judge ain't budging. Another bad motion, another ass thrashing. Yo, dumbass pleadings make my head hurt. Gainesville to Gainesville ain't never gonna work. Jerk. Judge looked at the brief like, what the F is this? No merit, no case, just legal nonsense. Said Bruce, I don't know why you wasting my time. Every motion you file just weaker than the last crime. Talking about strategy, nah, it's just cope. Like a crackhead trying to sell bars of fake soap. Every single move just a courtroom joke. Denied, stamped hard, now your ego got choked. Bruce keep crying, but the judge ain't budging. Another bad motion, another ass thrashing. Yo, dumbass pleadings make my head hurt. Gainesville to Gainesville ain't never gonna work. Jerk. Yo, Bruce, what's next? Gonna file say goodbye to your fears. McValop and paint chip, they riding your wave. Both looking desperate, trying to get paid. But this ain't no payday, this a legal beat down. You a joke in the system, a certified clown. Shock it, just style and dunking on your name. Each motion you write just fuels this game. Stop filing this bullshit, take the L with grace. Lady Doreen finna body bag your whole damn case. Bruce keep crying, but the judge ain't budging. Another bad motion, another ass thrashing. Yo dumb ass pleadings make my head hurt. Gainesville to Gainesville ain't never gonna work. Jerk, jerk, Bruce take the L. Sit your ass down. Keep sitting there mad, looking lost in denial.
Oh yeah.
So next time you think about dropping some trash, just remember Judge Minty Fresh gonna put a boot in your ass.
That'll work. Jerk. Oh yeah. I thought that one turned out pretty darn good. Oh, it was a happy one. Oh, my judge. Oh, the judge giving it all. There we go. There we go. That was fun. That was fun. No, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. We were having a good time. Just it's one of those where you just don't know what the judge is going to rule. You never know what the judge is going to say. The judge could come back and say, "No, no, we will move every single bit of it to Gainesville." But as we found out, the judge said, "Oh, the hell no. No, 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 son, that's not how this here works. That's not how this here works." Judge came back and he said, well, where is it? Oh man, I messed up that one. There we go. That's better. Judge came back. He said, presently before the court is defendant's FRCP 60 motion for reconsideration. Form non-convenes 28 USC 14048 Doc 78. And he said, well, shit, man, there ain't response is necessary because the motion is plainly, not just slightly, but it is plainly without merit. And he says, first, the court's order, Doc 55, and you have it right here that says this matter before the court defense motion transfer pursuant to this particular code right here. That one that Bruce keeps quoting. No response by the plaintiff is necessary. The motion defense asks the court to transfer this case to the Gainesville division. There's no merit to that request because you're a dumbass, and as reflected in the case caption above. Yeah, this little case caption right here. See that little case caption? It says it's for the Northern District of Gainesville Division. There's no merit because, as reflected, this case is already in the Gainesville Division. It has been since the day it was filed. If there is a trial in this matter, then it will be held in the federal courthouse in Gainesville. See, right there. Federal courthouse in Gainesville is where the trial will be held. And, of course, if you read his damn notes, which we did the other day, it says pretrial hearings will not necessarily occur in Gainesville, nor does any party have the right to have a hearing or even a trial held in a particular division within a judicial district. Recognize that there is no constitutional right to trial within division of a judicial district. The court will, however, consider holding pretrial hearings, completely different, in Gainesville. Although the undersigned's chambers may be in Pensacola, judges in the Northern District of Florida are assigned to the case. Oh. Thank you, Ted Wendell. Shizzy, you are so in his head. Get out of his head. Do you know it angers them? It angers them so much whenever you get into their head. You know what they're thinking. You hear the voices. Do you hear the voices? The voices are so loud. The voices are so loud. Yes, thank you very much, Ted. I appreciate that. That's so awesome. What is that? You said you want a t-shirt? I have T-shirts. They're on sale on. All you have to do is go to my channel, and you'll see the shop, and you'll see the store, and I have T-shirts there. They are there. They are there. I have all kinds of shirts there. Deposition is not a pretrial hearing. Exactly. You've got that right. That is awesome, isn't it? Now, although the underside's chambers may be in Pensacola, now, as you can see, the underside's chambers may be in Pensacola, which the underside is Zachary Bolitho. I'm probably getting his name wrong. Judges in the Northern District of Florida are assigned civil cases district-wide, but are not limited to a particular division. As the standing case assignment order reflects, the undersigned is assigned to these 25% of these civil cases in the Gainesville division, and the case is one of those 25%. So, Doc 54 denied. But oh no, the judge didn't stop there. He said he treated the defendant's prior motion, Doc 54, as one to transfer divisions because of what the motion said that it was. This is why you don't get fat guys to write your damn stuff that don't know what they're doing. The prior motion stated that it was filed under US 28 USC 1404A. Doc 54 at 1 motion to transfer pursuant to US 28 USC 404A, and the 404A provides that a district court may transfer any civil action to any other district or division where it may have been brought, or any other district or division to which all parties have contested. USC 1404 emphasis is added right there. Emphasis, division. Indeed, the defendant specifically cited the language of 1404A in their prior motion. Defendants also cited cases addressing the factors courts used to decide whether to transfer to another division. And they put that at line 15. Thank you, Alfie. I appreciate it. Need a t-shirt with no response necessary. In the back it says denied. Elfie, I may have to do that. Let me write that down, because I will forget that. But I will also get you one of those glorious silver stickers that I have right here. One of the shiny, glorious ones, Elfie. Thank you so much. I don't know if those particular shirts can get printed on the back, but I will tell you what, if I can do it, I will make it happen right there. That's for you, sweetheart. Let me do that. I'm going to write that one down because I want to remember that. That'll be a good shirt to have. If I can make that t-shirt, I will make it. Just a second. We're gonna put down my t-shirt. No response necessary. No response necessary on the back. Denied. I'll have to get like a rubber stamp or something like that that says denied on it. I think that would be even better if it had just big denied, because that is what this judge did. He gave a big rubber stamp of denied. He said, nope, son, sit back, sit down. Do it, Shissy. Bye. Well, keep an eye out. I should have it out. I can probably knock one of those out maybe tonight before I hit the hay. So keep an eye out for it. Rather than the court treated defendant's motion to what defendant said, it was a motion under 28 USC 1404A to transfer divisions. Second, defendant's motions for reconsideration makes no God blessed sense whatsoever given the court's prior order. Do you see this? This right here is what we talked about the other day. We mentioned this, that reconsideration, for the judge to have a reconsideration of it. What Bruce wrote in that particular document, the court made it clear in its prior order that the trial in this case would be held in Gainesville. It made it absolutely clear. Doc 55 at 1. If there is a trial in this matter, this is notation 1. If there is a trial in this matter, then it will be held in the federal courthouse in Gainesville. And he added the emphasis just to make it very clear what he was saying. Pay attention, Bruce. Pay attention, like get it through your head. The court also made it clear in its prior order that it would consider holding pretrial hearings in Gainesville upon request of the parties. And right there it says exactly in notation 1 of that. And there has been no request for such a Gainesville hearing that has been denied. So the court has no effing idea why defendants filed the current motion asking for the court to reconsider, other than they might be horribly bad at getting other people to write their documents for them. In any event, the motion does not come close to meeting the high standard for reconsideration under the Federal Civil Procedures 60B. See Aldana versus French Produce N.A. Incorporated, 11th Circuit, 2014, explaining that to obtain reconsideration under Federal Civil Procedures 60B, the party must demonstrate a justification so compelling, that the district court is required to vacate its order, cleaned up accordingly. The defendant's motion for reconsideration of Doc 78, which is this garbage, this whole crapshoot that he filed here of going after all of the judge. I mean, calling out the judge, calling the judge, you didn't understand what I was saying. You're not smart, judge. You're not smart, judge. This is what Bruce came in and did. He is so salty that he had to try to chastise a sitting district judge. He wanted to go after a federal judge thinking that he is smarter than that judge. And the judge just smacked him down. He said, "Oh, son, you might want to just sit your happy ass down right over there. Just sit down, shut up." Every single pleading that he put, every single complaint that he had in here, 6 pages of whining and crying. And the judge was not having none of it. I mean, he went through, was complaining about Megan's song. I mean, Gainesville, you taunted me, judge. You abused me. Well, he just abused you even a little more. How does it feel? How does it feel, Bubbles? How does it feel? How does it feel to get smacked by a federal judge, just getting slapped around? We figured out that you like that. You're sort of that kind of masochistic kind of person. That's why you hooked up with the Cankle twins. You got to have that smoky breath just breathing in your face while the other one, just smacks you around. They get you all tied up. I think one of the Cankle twins is even taller than you, Bubbles. And wouldn't that be hot? Wouldn't that be funny, huh? One of the Cankle twins just towers over you, and you're like, oh my, I just want to. Yeah, judge said you're denied. Shut up, sit down, do your job. Why not get your shit together? Why not get that all of what was requested in discovery? Why don't you get that together and send it over to Shockett Doreen? You that scared? You wanted some sort of bench trial, and the judge said, "Huh?" He hasn't even ruled on that yet. All of the garbage that you did over the weekend. Oh, and now I know you're sitting down and you're writing furiously on your little scratch pad, or is it an Etch-a-Sketch? I can't really tell with you, Bruce. I really can't tell. I'm curious. Do you have an Etch-a-Sketch out? Is that how you're writing your pleadings? Is that why you have to get out there and shake the whole thing up? maybe it's a shake weight that you're writing it with, and you're just jacking that thing off all over the damn place. Hell, I don't know. Gainesville, you can check out, but you can never leave. That is so right. It's the hotel in Gainesville. You just can never leave. Yeah. Yeah, that's the judge is in Pensacola. Yeah, I think the judge doesn't wanna What is this, Carol Welch? I want a t-shirt that says, "Insert booth up BB." What? What? Insert booth up B do you mean boot up BB butt? Yeah, I mean, Velcro shoes maybe. We could insert some Velcro shoes right up in there. We can get right up in there with some Velcro shoes. Oh, feel that one right there. That's a nice spot right there. You just edged the top of the helmet right there. Hey, Carol Welsh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, the discovery is due by court order. Yeah. It says, lick. I don't know if that works either. I want a t-shirt that says insert. I'm not sure, Carol. I'm not sure. Tomorrow discovery is due. Yes, tomorrow discovery is due. And we will see. I mean, he's got less than 24 hours to get that in. I mean, usually they want to have it by close of business. That's how they usually operate, but they may give him until midnight. But I guarantee you that Shockett is probably already sitting down. He's got it ready to go whenever Bruce doesn't file that stuff to actually file a complaint on this and ask for sanctions. So it would behoove him to get that stuff done. But of course, you know what's going to happen. I mean, it's obvious the way that these idiots operate is he's going to try to file some motion for extension. "Oh, I need more time. The judge denied me at the last minute. I need more time." Or he's going to come up with some other reason not to have that. And the judge is going to say, how about this? I start finding you every day that you don't have that discovery turned in. And at some point, the judge may just say, you know what? It appears to me that your client is guilty of all of this, and just do like a hearing from the bench, not even put in front of a jury, and sanction you. And hell, you know, the way judges operate, especially this judge, he seems to be the kind that's going to say, you know what? It doesn't appear to me that you're going to come up with those documents, and you're just running this court around. And he could just fine for the defendant. I mean, I don't know how federal court works. I'm not an attorney. I'm just making a wild assumption here. The judge might just come back and say, "Hey, you know, I'll tell you what, it seems to me that we've got an attorney here that wants to be difficult. We got a defense that wants to be difficult. They don't want to answer any of this. It just I'm just going to rule right now. We'll just take the jury out of this. Guess what? Your bench hearing is granted, and guess what? You lose." And I'll tell you what, not only did you lose, but I'm gonna triple the amount that it's gonna
Horvitz,
cost you.
Feinberg, and Horvitz donated $10 through Super Chat.
Oh, thank you
Tug
so
Raid.
much. Tug Raid, welcome, 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 welcome. Good to see you. Somebody just gave a $10. Good Lord Almighty. Tug Raid rolling right on in, getting all nasty like. Yes, 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 and yes. It is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Oh, we've got more. Yeah, the judge can pretty much run his court how he wants to. Thank you so much. That's for you. There, you fine stooge, you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Tug Raid will not be denied. Never should it be denied. But I will tell you that the defendants were denied with a passion. Oh, they were just severely beaten down. Severely just choked on out. And I don't know, I will tell you, I have more of the wonderful tunes that I've been working on. I was like, these particular tunes, I said, I could write these all damn day. And I came up with another one, and I said, let's see how this one works. Let's give this one a try also. Tonight again. Oh, here we go.
Yo, Bruce, you keep catching nails like it's your 9 to 5. Followed a weak ass motion. Judge said, nah, nice try. Courtrooms laughing, Gainesville smirking. You out here begging, but the system ain't working. Bruce hit the court thinking he'd get a dub. Filed some weak shit, got smacked like a scrub. Tried moving courtroom, judge ain't amused. Said we already in Gainesville, why you so confused? Crime about prejudice, bitch, it's your own damn mess. Filing trash motions, just stacking up stress. Ain't nobody read it, didn't need no reply. Judge saw the title and said deny. Bruce keeps crying, but the judge ain't budging. Another bad motion, another ass thrashing. Keep that weak law, it ain't never gonna work. Now he's sitting in the back, just drowning in hurt. Judge looked at the brief like, what the F is this? No merit, no case, just legal nonsense. Said Bruce, I don't know why you wasting my time. Every motion you file, just weaker than the last crime. Talking about strategy, nah, it's just cope. Like a crackhead trying to sell bars of fake soap. Every single move, just a courtroom joke. Denied, stamped hard, now your ego got choked. Bruce keeps crying, but the judge ain't budging. Another bad motion, another ass thrashing. Keep that weak law, it ain't never gonna work. Now he's sitting in the back, just drowning in hurt. Yo, Bruce, what's next? Gonna file again? Trying to move court to the effing Caribbean. Judge don't care about your salty ass tears. Gainesville's locked in. Say goodbye to your fears. They riding your wave, both looking desperate, trying to get paid. But this ain't
Hey,
no
Fox,
payday,
how
this
you
a legal
doing?
beatdown. You a joke in the system, a certified clown. Shock just styling, dunking on your name. Each motion you write just fuels his game. Stop following this bullshit, take the L with grace. Lady Doring finna body bag your whole damn case. Bruce took the L, got served in style. Now he's sitting there mad, looking lost in denial. So next time you think about dropping
You
some
like the
trash,
other
just
one?
remember the judge put a boot in your ass.
All right. Everybody wants to hear the last one I did. All right. Here we go. All right. So this is the last one I did. Everybody loved this one. Oh, yeah.
Yo, Bruce, you keep catching L's like it's your 9 to 5. Filed a weak ass motion, judge said, nah, nice try. Courtrooms laughing, Gainesville smirking. You out here begging, but the system ain't working. Bruce hit the court thinking he'd get a dub. Filed some weak shit, got smacked like a scrub. Tried moving courtrooms, judge ain't amused. Said we already in Gainesville, why you so confused? Crime about prejudice, bitch, it's your own damn mess. Filing trash motions, just stacking up stress. Ain't nobody read it, didn't need no reply. Judge saw the title and said deny. Bruce keep crying, but the judge ain't budging. Another bad motion, another ass thrashing.
Put up as.
Yo, dumbass pleadings make my head hurt. Gainesville to Gainesville ain't never gonna work. Jerk. Judge looked at the brief like, what the F is this? No merit, no case, just legal nonsense. Said Bruce, I don't know why you wasting my time. Every motion you file just weaker than the last crime. Talking about strategy, nah, it's just cope. Like a crackhead trying to sell bars of fake soap. Every single move just a courtroom joke.
yeah.
Denied, stamped hard, now your ego got choked. Bruce keep crying, but the judge ain't budging. Another bad motion, another ass thrashing. Yo, dumbass pleadings make my head hurt. Gainesville to Gainesville ain't never gonna work. Jerk. Yo, Bruce, what's next? Gonna file again, trying to move court to the effing Caribbean. Judge don't care about your salty ass tears. Gainesville's locked in, say goodbye to your fears. Violet and paint chip, they riding your wave. Both looking desperate, trying to get paid. But this ain't no payday, this a legal beat down. You a joke in the system, a certified clown. Shock it, just style and dunking on your name. Each motion you write just fuels his game. Stop filing this bullshit, take the L with grace. Lady Doreen finna body bag your whole damn case. Bruce keep crying, but the judge ain't budging. Another bad motion, another ass thrashing. Yo, dumbass pleadings make my head hurt. Gainesville to Gainesville ain't never gonna work. Jerk, jerk, Bruce take the L. Sit your ass down. Keep sitting there mad, looking lost in denial. So next time you think about dropping some trash, just remember Judge Minty Fresh gonna put a boot in your ass.
I see you, Donna. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jeanette. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. I mean, that one works. I think that's the winner right there. I think that is the absolute winner right there. Ah, yes, yes, gold right there. Well, 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 well. This is how it goes. The judge did mince words whenever he said, we're not going to play this kind of game. And you have to remember that the judge isn't going to play at all. He's done with the silly games. Done with them. Done with them, done with them, done with them, done with them. Oh my, what time it's getting to be. Let me get this song queued up for you all because it is time for that wonderful letter. Oh, it's going to get so good. The chat and next is Shizzy. Oh, thank you, Janice. I appreciate you. Dude's foreskin ambulance chaser is such a whiny ass Lord. He needs some cheese with that there wine. You know that he does. He needs to get a little bit of that cheese with that wine. Let's see what we got here. I think right about here. There we go. Right on the cusp of just hanging right over there. Thank you so much, Janice. I appreciate you. You are so awesome. Emma Washington, great beat. Hello, hello, Emma. How are you tonight? Beautiful night it is indeed. Oh, watching those pleadings come in was most glorious. There we go. Oh, we're starting to all touch stars right there. Yeah, that was a great beat. I enjoyed it. Letter time. Yeah, I've still got to pull up the music, so give me just a second. Gotta get the background audio. Make sure that we get the correct music for this one because that always is the stress. Getting the correct music for it. All right, letter time. Here we go. And we'll pull this one up right here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is going to be fun. You have no idea how fun this is going to be. It's done with the Gainesville to Gainesville. Yes, yes, yes. It is done with the Gainesville to Gainesville motions. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So good. Hey, Cynthia Firefair. Oh, she's got she knows exactly what's coming. We got the violins are playing. The sweet violins are going to be rolling in there. Just getting nice and enjoyable. Let me get this thing pulled up right here. There we go. And let me change the screen so that looks a little better. Oh yeah. How's that? Oh yes. Let's get the music playing here for you. An open letter to Bruce Deuce. Oh, Bowles, you've really outdone yourself this time. I mean, I've seen you file some absolute garbage before, but this is a whole new level of courtroom face planting. Your latest attempt to beg for reconsideration was denied faster than you could cry about a YouTuber's blues song on YouTube. So let's break it down, shall we? Your motion, yet another desperate gasp at trying to make Gainesville a thing, was so plainly without merit that the court didn't even bother asking for a response. And that's right, your motion was so bad it didn't even need an opposition brief. The judge just took one look of it and said, yeah, no. That's like turning an exam and having the professor hand it right back saying, why did you even try? Just take your seat on the short bus next to Shizzy. First, let's talk about your blatant misrepresentation and stupidity. The court made it plainly clear that you screwed up your own damn motion. You said it was a transfer under 28 U.S.C. subsection 1404A, and that's exactly how the judge treated it. But now you're crying that the court misunderstood what you really meant. Well, Bruce, did you even read your own filings, or did you let somebody else file this for you? The court didn't mistakenly characterize your motion. It was exactly as dumb as you wrote it. Maybe try learning the law. Here's some Velcro shoes for your troubles. Tie them very tight, Bruce. But go ahead. Keep gaslighting reality, champ. Maybe next time you could argue that the judge is the one who doesn't understand your legal brilliance. You've seen how well you did in your last filing. I see why you're called Deuce Foreskin. Second, the court literally gave you what the hell you wanted, and you still cry about it like a little biatch. The judge already said if there's a trial, it'll be in Gainesville. Even he said he'd consider pre-trial hearings there if someone actually requested one. But did you do that? No. Instead, you filed another useless motion that made zero sense, to the point where even the court was like, why in the hell is this even in front of me? So let's get this straight. This trial location is set. It has been the whole time. You've never asked for a pretrial hearing in Gainesville, and yet you still filed a motion to reconsider something the court already addressed. Bruce, are you just filing paperwork for the sport of losing? Because at this point, that's the only explanation. And finally, the court's response was basically just a professional roast, aka you are not professional. The judge torched you in the most polite way possible. He called your motion pointless, said it didn't come close to meeting the standard, and politely implied that your legal skills are about as sharp as a bag of wet sand. You should have borrowed my helmet as fast as you did that faceplant, son. Let's highlight this gem from the order so the court has no idea why defendants filed the current motion asking the court to reconsider translation. Bruce, what the actual living hell are you doing? Now, this is chef's kiss perfect, because you filed something so ridiculous that the judge openly admitted he doesn't even know why you wasted everyone's effing time. If that doesn't tell you how much of a clown show your legal work is, son, nothing will. Maybe you can get another moron to do your filings yet again. And here's my final thoughts, Bubbles. At this point, I'm genuinely starting to believe that you just love losing. Maybe you get off on this. Is this some kind of legal masochism that I should be aware of? Is that your kink? Because I've seen lawyers mess up before, but never with this level of consistency. I hear that McVile Peepee is into this also. Maybe you two to get together and smacked around by the Cankle twins. They love the leather, and I'm sure that they would be happy to use you both as human ashtrays. Because the judge handed you an L before your opposition even even had to say a word. He flat out stated that your argument made no sense whatsoever. And now you're right back at square one with more public humiliation added on top. So what's next, Bruce? You're going to skip those filings? You're going to skip those pleadings? Another appeal for your Gainesville to Gainesville meltdown? Another motion full of typos and nonsense? Or will you finally take the hint that you're not good at this, Bubbles? Either way, I'll be here watching, laughing, and enjoying the never-ending spectacle of BBB's self-inflicted courtroom disasters. Join me on the short bus, but if you're going to have to sit in another seat there, son, your ego is too big for this spot. Warmest regards, Shizzy Wisnut. Still your daddy, and your courtroom crypt keeper. Bingo, Bubbles. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Let's see what chat is doing tonight. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Denied. Good coverage, good coverage. Enjoying the coverage of Denied. Yes, just watching it. Please sound so depressed and I don't care. No, no. Why would you? Why would you care? It is supposed to be all right. All seriousness, that you have to understand that I feel very little sympathy for Bubbles. Yeah. Yep, you heard it here. I feel very little sympathy for the man. He's doing this to himself. I think he's grown accustomed to being mistreated. I think that maybe, it's his kink. It's his kink. He just really gets off on the mistreatment. I think that's exactly what it is. He says, "Oh my gosh, I just got to be smacked around and just hurt me one more time. I will be your human ashtray. Please just put out just kiss me with that smoky breath. Make me feel like a dirty little. I bet he wears a diaper too. I wonder if he wears a diaper. Thank you very much. Knock it off right there for you. So appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Bravo. Bravo. Yes. Yes. Fucker. Thank you. It is interesting to me how many times does he have to get his ass served to him on a plate? Well, and you also have to remember that there's going to be times that he actually might get things right. And you have and just like you know like Jeremy does, he says, "Well, roll with the punches because our case is solid," and that is the belief that the case is solid. And as much as they want to twist and turn and avoid, you've seen that Shockett has been very, very on top of his game. Doreen has been very much on top of her game, and those two working together have been able to get these pleadings in there. They're very concise. Denied. Sit down, dude. Yes, they've been very concise in what they're doing. They've been very solid on their pleadings, on their motions. It seems like every single part of this that I've seen has been well thought out. It's pre-planned. They know what they want to file, and they have the contingency backed up. Whereas it seems like Bubbles is running around like Bubble Boy, inside one of those big bubbles and just running madly. He hasn't figured out that, this isn't a game. This isn't about YouTube content. I mean, my channel, Tugs, everybody that covers this, eh, everyone that covers this story is gaining from it. I mean, even the Kankle twins, where would they be without this particular story? They found something to latch on to, someone to hate, and so they're gaining subs off of it. They're gaining notoriety off of it. But in the process, they're putting themselves in the crosshairs of being sued because they're doing defamation. Weird how that works whenever you defame people and you start spreading extra rumors around of crap that's not true, making up tales and stories. Like I talked about last night, this is no different than what McVile PP does. If you haven't watched that, go watch last night. I went through it pretty quick, and at the end of that particular stream, we were talking about cars. So if you're ever wondering what that whole stream is about, whenever we start talking about cars, we just basically start talking about cars for most of the rest of the stream. We're not doing that tonight, though, you guys. I love every one of you, but we're not doing that. And you have to understand that Jeremy has the proof of what was done to him. He has the records to show that he's been losing money over this. I mean, a lot of people that are not in the YouTube space, and this makes it really difficult, especially with judges, to explain these kinds of things to them, or even explain it to a jury because they don't work in this kind of space. And I mean, my my suggestion would be, and I think that Jeremy has a good handle of how YouTube operates and the way that that money comes in, that if he's ever put on a stand in front of a jury and has to explain it to them, because of his way with being able to explain some of the more complex ideas of how YouTube operates and break it down to a numbskull like me, whenever I say numbskull, yeah, numbskull like me, he can explain those kinds of things to me that I think that your regular average jury is going to be able to understand. Oh, I get this. I understand why he's losing money. I would not be as good at breaking it down as he is. Um, and just YouTube transcripts are never accurate, and it still gives them a view. Yeah, I mean, because you have to understand that all of these things are recorded. Every single stream that I do is recorded. Every single stream that the Cankle twins are putting out there. Every time that they're huffing on their cigarettes and choking down whatever bag of cheesy poofs that they're digging into, that I guarantee you that that's being recorded. All of the garbage that they say is being recorded, and that's going to be used them in the court. It's going to go to show all of the crap that is being pulled. And whenever that wool gets pulled off of people's eyes, whenever they see the kind of people that have been going on the attack, the kind of people that have been defaming them, whenever they're forced to sit there and face their accusers, that's whenever the rubber hits the road. And as much as the Cankle twins have been sitting there saying, "Oh, bring it on. Bring it on. I'll be more than happy to, tell my story to the jury. I've got nothing to say." You see how fast they ran from it. You see how they made excuses, how they deflected and said, "Oh, that's not me." But then you've got the people that are like McVile, PP, and Paint Chip, that they're already garbage. So getting into garbage and having problems is no big deal for them. They live for it. They actually get, I believe they get sexually aroused by it. That turns them on to have people like talk about them and tell them how crappy of people they are. I think they just get nice little jollies out of it, probably sit around and break out the P. Diddy lotion and just have a glorious time. It's a sickness, it's a disease, but they can't avoid it, especially whenever you start hearing of the kinds of things that they've been up to. Oh, there's some stories out there. You just have no idea what we can dig up, what we can pull up on these kinds of people, because they're into that kind of masochism. They strive for it. That's why I don't give them a platform. Please drop some of their most damaging content. Oh, that's so wonderful. Some of their most damaging content. I love it. Oh, I'm so broken. Most damaging content. Yeah, I hear this on a regular basis that they have all kinds of bombshells, damaging content, yet they have nothing. Because whenever you dig into their damaging content, it's no different than their fake handwriting expert, no different than their what are they supposed to be? They're supposed to be journalists that violate women multiple times, or is it the one that gets up and starts screaming racist epithets at an attorney because he just happens to be Jewish? Are you talking about those people that, yeah, that those guys, yeah, that live in a swingers resort? Yeah. Are you talking? So you're saying that I should trust somebody that can't even be faithful to their own spouse, that they've got to like do some like, hang loofahs off their cart to let them know that they're into anything and everything, that they'll be happy to do whatever they want to. You want to hear the stories. Oh, the stories will come out, Yoda. Yoda's mom, those stories will come out. They'll come out in due time. There's no need in rushing those. There's no need in rushing those. Why? Why? These people aren't worth it. You have to understand, Yoda's mom, that they get excited hearing about these stories. If you ever seen those true crime stories where you've got this, where they're trying to find this deviant that's like deleting people, and then they find out that the guy returns to the scene time and time again, and he actually self gratifies, I guess is the best way of putting it, whenever somebody describes the scene. That's the kind of people that these people are. They get their jollies off of you talking about all of the garbage. Loofahs? What, you don't know what the loofahs are? Oh my gosh. Wouldn't you like to know? The loofahs. Oh, the loofahs. Okay, there's a little code of loofahs in a place called the Villages. Okay, that little coat of loofahs, and they have like colored coatings on them, whether you want to do like a soft swap, or if you're just into just testing the water, or if you're into everything. Yeah. Well, let's put it this way. They're into anything and everything. So if you ever want like sexual deviancy, just check what loofahs they got. It'll tell you exactly what they're up to. Yeah, all you have to do, what, they have colors on loofahs? Yeah, yeah. You don't know this? Yeah, if you want an interesting insight, just look up color coded loofahs, the Villages, Florida. If you're wondering what that's all about, that'll tell you all that you need to know about what kind of sexual deviants they are. I mean, if that's your kink, then fine, but don't deny it. I mean, why would you deny your deepest desires? I guess, I don't know, whatever you're doing. You didn't know about loofahs? Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Yeah, see, I'm old and jaded, and I've heard all kinds of stories. I didn't know about it either until I did a little research, and then once I checked it out, I was like, okay, I'm just not no, that doesn't work for me. No, 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 no. No, if you really want to know about these, that's gross. And then these are people young, no, old flabby ones, Starsy. Yeah, I mean, you have to understand that Cankle Twin 1 and Cankle Twin 2, they're not young, and they are not like these hard bodies that you would imagine, which have no shame for, but there's clearly more out there you don't know. Oh, Emma, trust me, There's something you have no idea about. Ah, did you not hear the loofah song? Oh, oh my. Let me see. Let me see if I've got it. Loofahs. Da, 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 da. Let me give me just a second and I will put it up there. Loofahs. Give me a second. That's right. I'm misspelling it. Loofahs. Loofah color. All right. Here we go. Give me just a second and I'll pull this up for you just so you have an idea of what I'm talking about here. Just a second. God damn it. All right. Let's see. We'll share this instead. All right. White. White loofahs are for novices and beginners. Purple. Purple loofahs are for the voyeurs and people who like to watch. Pink is for soft swap, people who like to do it with others in the room. And then you have blue, the lowest level of full swap, those who can play well with others. Then you have yellow, which is mid-level swap for those who want to have fun but are still nervous. And then there's black, which is the full swap, those who say what the hell and let it all go down. And then you have teal, which is bisexual for those who want to increase their dating chances. And in case you're wondering where that comes from the wonderful place called The Villages, Florida's friendliest hometown guide to the loofah code. Yeah, I'm not joking whenever I talk about this, and there's people in Texas Jen. No, I am not confessing to anything. I don't live in the villages in Florida. I don't drive around in golf carts showing off what kind of loofahs that I have. That is not my kink, Texas Jen. Shame on you. I'm going to expose you, Texas Jen. Just so you know, I'm going to expose you big time, and it's coming. It's coming. I may you think that's sick? You think that's sick? There's a reason why the villages had a very high amount of STDs in the nation. There's a reason why it did. You have to understand the kind of people that you're dealing with whenever you're talking about the Gankle twins. Whenever you're talking about the Bruce Manskins, when you're talking about all of these people. There's a reason why these people have been attracted to one another. Like minds see like things, and they do like things with each other. It's a very incestuous thing. Those aren't loofahs. Loofahs are the skeletal remains of a plant pod. But these right here are what they hang from their little carts or from their rear view mirrors whenever they're in the mood to get a little bit of action. You have to understand that there's a place in Florida called the Villages that is a 55 plus community, which means there's no kids there. At least there's not supposed to be. I mean, every so often, grandparents will have grandkids come around, but they keep them on the down low is the best way to do it. You know, they show up, they spend time with the grandkids, and then they send them off. There's 55 plus communities there in Florida, and they've run. If you don't know anything about old folks, okay, being old, I understand some of these things from grandparents and things. They get very frisky because there's no chance of pregnancy. and everybody's always available, and you can usually find a widow around the corner. And people gravitate towards these communities because then they can just do whatever the hell they feel like doing. It's debauchery at its finest. And that is where these people live. I mean, these people are fluffy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, some of them might be attractive, but generally, yeah, they're, old, wrinkly, and they're it's not like they can go out to the local bar and experience these kinds of things. So they 700 pounds, wrinkles, flubber. Yeah, I mean, sorry to break it to you, but old people get down too. They they still have some urges and desires, but they tend to explore quite a bit more. Grandkids taxi. Well, but that is their preference. That is their preference of what they want to do. Thought or heard it all, going back to your corner, shaking your head. Sorry, Tracy. Sorry to break it to you. You have to understand that these are the people that whenever everyone's sitting there going, oh my gosh, they've got so much insight into this. No, they're incestuous, disgusting human beings. It's all about the debauchery. And whenever you give them a platform, to do these kinds of things, they will continue to do these kinds of things. It's where they thrive. If you want them to thrive there, then let them. Can't they just sit at home and get frisky with scammers like their old like their old people, other old people? That's what old people do. What do you think happens in nursing homes? Do you think they just sit around in beds and go, "Oh, I can't wait for my grandkids to show up"? No, man. No, they're trying to get it on with whoever they can. Or not a prude, but geez, revolting. It's not my thing. It's not my kink. I'm not into it. Don't blame me. I didn't create it. I'm just telling you. I just want to throw up when I hear their names. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate, but these are part of what goes on there. Is there a loofah for Christian celibate, or should I just avoid the villages? Well, Major Mom, avoid the villages. If you're not wanting to get a little bit of action, avoid the villages at all costs. Yeah. And I will say that that is something that is not just in Florida, but Florida, it's a lot easier for them to get into their kinks. That's why it gets that. This is why whenever you see people getting a little upset about the Kinkle twins showing up, hanging around a bunch of rug dealers and rug addicts, especially with children around, that this can become really weird. And I just want you to let that sort of sink in the back of your mind, and then I want you to, like, put a nice big lock over the top of it, lock it up really nice and tight, store it away for another time. I'm sorry, Major Mom. 73 and learning too much information. Are you telling me, Major Mom, that you still don't have desires? Is that what you're saying? Not holding it against you. You don't have to answer in the chat. I'm just saying that even at 70, my grandparents were still happily frisky. And it's not something that you ever want to, walk in on whenever you're asking, what never mind. It's life changing. You're like, oh, I didn't need to see that. Thank you. Just saying. You can't wear pineapple prints either. Yeah, there's a thing with pineapples too, that there's and I know that I have Kaiser pineapple on. It has nothing to do with that. Don't you start with me on that. Adopt a puppy, get over it. Exactly. There you go. Adopt a puppy, get over it. It'll be good to go. See, I'm totally disgusted hearing this. I'm sorry. You can't wear 'em. 72. And see, Donna says she misses it every damn day. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a natural thing. I know I keep trying to listen to their live, make it through a few minutes. I can't. I just can't. You don't have to. That's the thing. You don't have to. Come here, crazy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. Come on. Come on. Come here. Here. Yeah. Hey. Quit walking. Come on. Come on. Come on. I got you now. Ah, ruffian. Yeah, a little pig dog. He's being difficult. What is it? Do you want to go outside? Want to go outside? Do you want to go do something? Yeah. Uh, we're house sitting. So this is a friend of ours dog that's, well, dog sitting, I should say, not house sitting. He decided to come on by. He's having a difficult time sleeping. He has to go home tomorrow. Been watching him for a few days. Puppies, yeah. Oh, cute puppy. Yes, he is damn adorable. He is damned adorable, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah, you know it too. He's a little pain in the butt. He can't help it though. He's spoiled. His parents spoil him like unbelievable amounts. What do pineapple mean? You have a pineapple top. Pineapples usually mean that you're into swinging. That's just a straight up like that's usually what it means. Just saying. If there's certain places you go to, who was it that I was talking to? It was a friend of mine's. His mother went to a um like a hotty toddy place, and I think it was like Ponte Vedra or something like that, Florida. And she was sitting at her table and she didn't want any more wine. I mean, she already had wine, but she didn't want any more. So she put a napkin over the top of her wine glass. And apparently that signaled to everybody else that she was into getting down and dirty in the bathroom or some crap like that. And she was like approached multiple times and didn't understand until somebody explained to her that putting the napkin over her glass meant that she was available to service somebody in another room. Pineapples up on the door means something. I'm sure it does. There's some weird thing out there that you probably don't even know about. Swinging as opposed to square dancing? Exactly, swinging. Opposed to square dancing. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. What? What? I know. No, I'm not letting you lick my face. You've been licking your ass. I don't want to have that in my face. You're 43 and your husband passed in August. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. 2021, I need it, but I don't want it at the same time. No, because you're going to have you're going to have an attachment to that emotion. I mean, completely understandable. And I'm not good at sex advice, so don't come looking at me for that kind of stuff. I mean, I can explain some things to you, but that's about it. If something is laughing at you and you wonder why, just give them an angelic smile. What is that? What is that on your ear? Yeah, he's decided to fall asleep on my lap. Like crazy. Where'd you just like up there, like chilling? Is that a tick or just a mole? Weird dog. Yeah, he's actually a pretty chill pup. We have two of our own. If someone is laughing at you, just give them an angelic smile. Yeah, don't. I mean, if there's one thing that I learned from my many years, you also had to understand what I used to do for a living whenever I lived in California was, we'll get into that some other time. Sock on the door. Well, that means don't come in. If there's a sock on the door, that means that you're getting a little bit of action. Don't come in. 62 and learning. Don't worry. You know what excites you, Brenda. That's all that matters. And if you're ever wondering what it is that excites you, that it might excite other people, then Google is your friend on those kinds of things. Like I said, everybody is going to have their own sort of kink, their own sort of enjoyment, whatever thrill like really excites them and gets them, aroused or whatever that might be. Um, and I just say that is not something I need to know. Last night, cars and trucks tonight. Well, you never know what you're going to find on Shizzy's channel. That's true, Heather. That is true. Last night we were talking about, old Camaros, and tonight we're talking about old, yeah, something else that you can ride. Just, uh, yeah, that I'm awkward now, aren't I? You'll never find me in an awkward moment. I was just getting an interesting text. I heard if it's a rockin', don't be a knockin'. That's true. That's true also. That's true also. One of one of my old roommates found that out the hard way. Just I'm taking hard after 10 years of not wanting to having the heart is waking things up, but I'm not going to go out there looking to have it. No, thank you. I mean, you have to understand there's people out there that are in the same position. Uh, I mean, serious. There's people out there that are in the same position that are like, I want to get some, but I don't feel like chasing it, kind of thing. And you'll find what makes you, what works for you. Those kinds of relationships work for everybody. That's a Shaggy Van phrase. Yeah, it is. Uh, awkward, awkward. Sorry. There's a panel, man. And if it's a rocket, don't go knocking. Yes, yes, that is very true. I would just say that back in my much younger years, the panel van was always rocking. I didn't stay in a panel van, but could have been. The Villages is very expensive. How the heck? Oh, yeah, you saw that too, Bali? Oh, great. Sorry to hear that. How do they afford to live there? Well, whenever you have a parent, because also you have to be 55 plus, and they whenever they moved in there, they weren't 55. So more than likely they had to either inherit it or move, or somebody had to move them in there. Wow. Okay, crazy. Give me just a sec. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys just a short, brief music here. Give me a second, and I'll pull something up here for you. But I'm going to give you a little bit of music, just a little bit of music, and I've got to take this guy outside. He's being a real difficult butthead. So give me just a second. I'll see if I can find some music here for you real quick. Well, I could just pull up my latest album. That'll be enough to get me through for a second. Let me see. Give me a second. All right. All right. What the hell is it happened? Damn it. Damn it. Stop. I see what the problem is. There we go. All right. And I'll explain this whenever I get back. Give me just a second. I want to bring this up for you. Give me a second. Share this. This is off of my new album. Share screen. Right there. There we go. This is off the new album. You guys enjoy just for a second. I want to go walk this little guy, let him out and do his business, but I'll be right back, and I'll tell you a little bit more about some weird stuff.
unleashed on thee. I'm shizzy, mean and raw. You cross my line, one, that's your flaw. I don't back off, I don't retreat. I'll bring the pain, make you taste defeat. You thought I'd fold, now I attack. Going for the nuts, no holding back. Claws out sharp, teeth in deep. I'm the nightmare that won't let you sleep. Now feel the heat. I'll burn your game, leave no retreat. You push too far, now it's too late. I'll wreck your pride, I'm sealing your fate. You step to me, I'll tear you apart. No mercy here, I've got no heart. You woke the beast, now face the wrath. Shizzy badgers, clearing the path. Unleashed on thee. This ain't a game, this ain't for show. You crossed the line, now it's time to go. I don't back down, I take the crown. I'll crush you hard, leave you broken down. Pop a nut, rage on blast. I'm coming for blood, you can't last. You wanted to fight, now you'll see. The wrath of Shizzy unleashed on thee. You'll feel.
There we go. There we go. We'll tone that down for a second there. All right, I'm back after taking that down. Just background music. I don't know what just came to mind, but maybe more Depeche Mode. I mean, it could be something like that. It could be anything. I've got like I said, I released an album, was it been a week or two ago, and that was the first song on the album. Pretty cool. Okay, village is very expensive. How the heck did they afford to live there? You saw them in a clip with a golf cart and threw up a little in your mouth. Yeah, they do have those kinds of things. Those scratchy things that you clean the bath with. Yeah, that kind of thing. But they use them as a signifier of what kind of kink that they might be into. That is what people use those for, I guess. I don't know because I don't live in the villages and that's not my thing. Like I don't care about doing that. Sorry, as you can through this saying a prayer for you all. Oh, absolutely, Lurker. So what the way that they were able to afford this, and this is that I don't know this for a fact. I'm just have an opinion on this. I
Donna
believe
Miano
that
has
the way
become a
that
member.
Oh, thank you, Donna. The way that they can afford this kind of thing is that whenever you have a parent that is in their elder years and they co-sign for you and their name is on the deed, then you can afford those kinds of places. And they're really not that expensive. I mean, granted, you're looking at a place that's basically like a big retirement community, so they would probably be able to afford it by having somebody sign on it and then, pull little grifts here and there and you can pretty much afford it. Of course, they are a little bit of screw ups, so what can you say? Thank you, Donna. Donna. Yes, thank you so much, Donna. I appreciate you joining me for the shit show that I've turned my stream into tonight because I guess we're doing the whole sex talk for all of you fine people out there. Thank you so much. You are on the edge right there. Right there. Right there. That's you. Thank you so much, very much for becoming a member of this mess because it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. Fun, Tinkerloo, how you been? They afford it with the grifting, GoFundMe's, and the selling of their crystals. That isn't going to afford you to live in a place and keep food on your table. That's why it becomes important to run some extra grifts on the side. And in running those grifts, it makes it easier for you to basically use other people to raise money. That was one of the reasons why whenever I started seeing those kinds of you sleep well, Max. You get some rest. We'll see you tomorrow. You get some rest. Good to see you, Max. You take care of yourself. Lived in a community like that. I don't recall loofahs on any golf carts. It doesn't that's for the villages only. There's other places that have other kinds of like signals or directions, those kinds of things. And sometimes people that move into those 55 plus communities know nothing about what's going on. But there are people that specifically go and move to these kinds of places to partake in basically Sodom and Gomorrah is the best way of putting it. It's it is not necessarily the same. Yeah, you got snow. Hey Zach, how you doing? Uh, good to see you. Good to see you. And it does not necessarily mean that every single community is like that. I'm just saying that the villages are notorious for this. Now they also have had like public service announcements and things like that saying, "Oh, we don't do these kinds of things here." But it's really ironic that you would have people still doing those things there. Maybe they just look old. Could be, could be. Uh, 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 well, thank you very much, Miss Sparkles. No, and it's like I said, you know, you could probably sit there and talk about all kinds of weird kind of kinks all day long. My point to all of this is there's a certain group of people out there that actually get enjoyment out of being dominated. And there's a kink for that. Don't need to explain it to me. I've talked to some weird of the from cars to sex. Well, photo lady, that's what happens. we we talk about all kinds of stuff here. Um, you know, and there's no kink shame here. Do what it is that you're gonna do. I don't need to know about it. What happens in your bedroom does not happen in my bedroom. That's the best way of putting it. Oh, that's me. That was my brother. Just sent me a wonderful text. I love it. I live in a town they used to live. It's 1900 a month for one bedroom apartment. The Gulf side costs way more. Yeah, that is very true, Colleen. That is very true. Um, where I live, great news. I just saw something. Great news. 2 more years and I can move to the village. Hey, like I said, it is entirely up to you. Whatever gets you off. S&M rocks. See, Valor says, you know, like Valor is like totally into the M&Ms. She knows way too much about the subject. Well, if you're wondering, okay, if you ever wonder why I know so much about this subject, you have to understand of what I did in my younger days. Um, and there's some people that know. There's some people that know what I've done in my younger days, and no, it had nothing to do with oh, quiet that thing right there. Um, no, it had nothing to do with me selling my body, just my voice. So if you go back and watch any of my old streams, you could probably figure that out pretty easily. Um, so it's are you are you daddy shizzy? Yes. Yes, have I been around the block? Yes, I toured for 13 years. I mean, playing music in various states and you know, there's a reason why I have all these instruments. It's not because I just like the look of them. Just say, yes, I was a rocker. Yeah, yeah, I was. Yeah, I've been around everywhere. No, not like that. Well, maybe a little bit like that, but not like that. Just guys, you guys are so bad. You're gonna get me all embarrassed. You were a groupie. See, Jenny, 8675309, she was a total groupie, you know. Oh, don't lose my number. I told you. Don't lose my number. You lost my number. That was your fault. States like tripping balls. Uh, yeah, I've probably have done that also. Um, but okay, let's get back to the point here. My point to this is there's people that do have a little bit of this sexual perversion, and it is entirely up to them. As long as they're keeping it away from children, and you know, I could care less. Keep it away from me and keep it away from children. Do whatever the hell you want to. Your dad could play at any instrument placed in front of him. I wished you were that I were that gifted. Oh, I do too, Gigi. I really wish I was that gifted. I mean, I can play the drums, guitar, bass, just about any stringed instrument. I can figure it out. Um, I haven't tried like banjos, mandolin. I think I have played a mandolin. The banjo's a little bit different because the way that the strings are set up is completely different. Area code 919. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. But yeah, I thought Papa Nut meant he was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I am slightly crazy, probably a little bit somewhere down the line. Too much stuff in the younger days might have made me a little bit crazy. Maybe just a little bit. You guys are embarrassing me. Oh, no, it's my concern, like, is that whenever I talk about McFile PP, there's a reason why I don't mention his name, is because I think that he's one of those kinds of people that's really gets like gratification out of people, mentioning his name and seeing the kind of havoc that he creates. That's why I don't discuss him. For the Eve, first other con. Not sure what that means. Papa these nuts. You're awesome. You're awesome. Still respect you in the morning. I yeah, I will still respect you in the morning. That's all right, Jenny. It's fine. Jenny is my friend. I used to date, if there's this guy, he used to be a drummer in the Eagles, Oman. Wild stories I was told. Yeah, I mean, I could tell some pretty wild stories. I've Like I said, after touring for a while, you tend to run into some of basically they're the same people, just different faces. Yes, your head in the sand, had no idea. Okay. Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, sometimes, like I said, whatever is making you happy, stick with that. It'll in the long run, experimenting out and all that kind of stuff. If you're going to want to do that, it's going to be completely different. Just saying, you'll find much more happiness with a solid partner that's a solid partner with you, and whatever you guys are doing, that's your thing. I don't ever want to be part of that. I started it. I know, Major Mom, I started it. I do every time. I started talking about cars. Started talking about cars the other night. Tonight we're talking about sex. Isn't that wonderful? Don't you just feel more enlightened now? BB's die has been cast with the judge. Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, like I said, and everybody is getting way ahead on this. It's like you do have to celebrate the small victories, which is a small victory that the judge was kind enough to see through Bruce's BS. I did have some people reaching out to me asking me if the judge had finally responded to me. The judge has not responded to me. I actually hope that the judge doesn't respond to me. Um, I say this because if the judge doesn't respond to me, but he responds to the actions that were taken against people, I think that I would have more respect for it. I don't want to be a part of this case. This case is not about me. This particular all of this stuff that's happening with Jeremy, between Jeremy, Lynette, John Cook. That's where it needs to be. I don't need to be in the middle of it. I'm just talking about it because I find it interesting, and I can't emphasize this enough. There's people that want to be involved in this case. You've got McVile PP and Paint Chip that want to be part of this case. This is their goal. Their goal is to get added to this case. The reason they want to get added to this case is because then they can create more problems with it. But by saying things that are not true, adding stuff in there that's not true. If you watch it from what I talked about last night, McFile PP is constantly doing this in cases that he's around. He is the kind of person that likes to get involved in a case. He starts talking about the case and he starts saying things that are not true. He doesn't listen to both sides of the story. He's got a narrative and he's getting paid very well to do it. His thing is to get all kinds of shit stirred up, because if he gets shit stirred up, that means that he can create more content, more people go watch him, and then he gains some sort of notoriety. That's why I ignore him. He's like a bad case of ED. He just won't go away. It's a burning sensation. All your Texas neighbors are the places like that here too? Oh, not necessarily. Necessarily. Has Flubber one been held in contempt for not going to the depot? Don't know. Don't know. I mean, I don't know the situation behind all of that. There could be that motion hasn't been brought. It also could be that Shockett just said, it's not worth pursuing it, or maybe he's going to pursue it at a later point in time. I don't know. Do I know all of the plans of what's going on behind the scenes? No, because I don't have like a main line. I don't get all of the information of what's happening in these cases. Although I will tell you, if you want to know what Bubble's situation is, all you have to do is watch what he does, watch what he files. It's almost like a blind man leading around a bunch of drunk rats. It's pretty disturbing. Pretty disturbing that these people are eating up what he has to say left and right, and hoping that things will change. And that the desperation is really set in because of how they're reacting to all of these things. If LP and JC I would have ulcers now. No, 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 Chrissy, you have to understand that this is how they live. This is their survival mode. You wouldn't be having, I mean, for you and I, yes, we would have ulcers because of the amount of stress that it brings. But you have to understand that for JC and LP, that is where they live. This isn't new to them. These kinds of things aren't new to them. The only thing is they got called out on it this time. And yeah, I have a foursome every night, author hubby and hubby brings back. All right, Nana Misty. I love it. That's awesome. You have a wonderful one. Good to see Arthur, hubby, and the hubby brings Ben Gay. I think she meant to say author. Author, hubby, and the hubby brings Ben Gay. I love it. I love it. That is awesome. That is awesome. You're so sweet. Thank you, Nana Misty. That was so well done. Get a kick out of it. That's for you right there. I love that. That is beautiful. And that is the thing. And Charlie Horse. Yeah, well, no, you got to keep Charlie Horse out of there. Lorraine, keep Charlie Horse out of there. That is too painful. Uh, yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I just saw that. John says, I heard Bubble's middle name is denied. I guess I'm no, you're You're the gay threesome. You, Ben, and Jerry. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. You guys are great. Careful with that Ben Gay, with that big where that Ben Gay gets. Yeah, you don't want to burn the hamster. You guys killing me. Oh, I got you as well. Pup even only does a 5 instead. Yeah. Oh, no, it is, and I would just say that it is not necessarily one of those things that is written in stone how a judge is gonna rule, how a jury is gonna rule. And you also have to be willing if you're involved in one of these cases to see it through. And I think that Jeremy has already stated that he's not planning on settling. And of course, Bubbles, whenever he got involved in this, did not see the end to it. But there is also you have to remember that is par for the course for him to deflect to other people, to get other people to pick up the slack for him, to get them involved, and then he will start blaming them for issues that are happening. Except he has control of the situation. He has control of the situation, but I can see that. Yeah, glad Megan's not here. She would be blushing. Yeah, I can make Megan blush on a regular basis. I do make Megan blush. I do make Megan blush because she would go, I've never heard of this. Why would what I have a different opinion of you. She would put me in timeout. That's what she would do. She'd go, I'm hiding you. No. Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? Yeah, that gave him the nickname of Bubbles. I I don't know, Star. It was a spur of the moment kind of thing because I viewed him as a complete clown. And it wasn't meant as a term of endearment. But yeah, the comedy just rolls on and on and on with that. I know that's why I said it's very painful. You don't bring it to bed with you. That's why I said it's painful. Don't take those in there. I've been a Hales fan for many years before Otter Creek. Trust me, they don't want to be part of this case either. Oh, I know. Mama Bear, we that has become very clear. That has become very clear that they don't want to be part of this case at all. That is not their it is not their thrill in life for this to happen. Um, there's a man known as Mr. Bubbles. He was yeah, a PDF file. Yes. Yes, I'm sure there was. I mean, look at John Wayne Gacy. He dressed up in clown suits too. Just saying. I've been, but yeah, Mama Bear, that is absolutely true. That they're not wanting to be a part of all of this. It is a necessary part because they're losing money and they know that it's not going to stop. That is why Jeremy said, like, I'm following this one through. There was and if he does settle, it's going to be something to make sure that they can't continue this on, like where people can go back and see the kind of things that are happening here with these people, because it is going to have to stop at some point in time. I mean, the amount of information that I've and John Wayne Gacy, nasty, yeah. Well, he did dress the clown suit, just saying. Makes me laugh my head. My tuck is off. Well, thank you. Thank you. At least I can do something. Um, but it is one of those where I think that it if it draws attention to it, it keeps people from seeing worse things that could be happening. There's a lot of people that are concerned with the safety of the child. I don't know the situation that's going on. I can only hear things secondhand on this. It doesn't sound like a good situation. Um, I wouldn't want to be anywhere um, near there because I would probably have a different opinion if I saw what I've been hearing. But also, it's not my position to step into these things. Your parents grew up with Ted Bundy? Well, that's interesting. Oh, I didn't. I grew up hearing of Ted Bundy, but that was about it. Yeah, that guy had some issues right there. Ted Bundy, and what was the guy? Oh man, trying to remember. Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh my gosh, that guy. There were those kinds of guys out there. I think they've gotten a little bit better at hiding themselves. Oh wow, you met a guy who lived next to the Green River killer. Wow. Uh, right right next door and played with his kids. Oof, oof. I think Two's foreskin ambulance chaser really thought he could get the case settled with Jeremy. Little did he know Jeremy will never settle. They've met their match. Janice, I mean, Jeremy says that he isn't going to settle, and I believe him. I take him at his word for that. Um, if he did, there's a good reason why he is. Jeremy Hills gave them every chance to stop, shut up, leave them alone. Now it's poor me, and she found people stupid enough to grift for her. Yeah, and that's the thing. These people, they're not just grifting from what I can see on the outside, it doesn't look like they're grifting all for her, but for themselves also. Um, I mean, why would you, right in the middle of possibly being sued, why would all of a sudden you need to replace, like all of the people need to replace their electrical gadgets? I mean, that seems a little odd to me. It's like whenever you're about to get caught, you move out of town, you know. It's very, very creepy. Whenever I saw those kinds of things happening, I was a little that sort of raised my suspicion on what was going on. Once I heard about that, I was like, that right there seems a little strange that you would be replacing electrical devices, storage devices, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, like that's a little strange to me. I mean, I don't know how else to put that. Of course, just about everything that they do is sort of strange to me in a weird way because I don't get a lot of a lot. My mind doesn't work like that. I guess is whenever they get deep into their depravity, I just don't. My mind doesn't. It sort of shuts off those things. It's like it's that specific like tone that I don't hear. No one has ever stood up against Lynette and Crook. Yeah. Jeremy is ensuring that Lynette and Crook never pull this shite with anyone else ever. That's what it appears to me. And I've said this multiple times that's what that's what the appearance is to me. That the reason they're not letting it go is so it doesn't happen to the next person that can't afford their name being defamed. I mean, think about this. Jeremy's having to go and have a lawsuit with somebody that starts out filing pro se with an attorney writing all of the documents for them, getting things moved out of one court case into another, and then trying to cancel out another court case. I mean, the amount of legal maneuvering that's going on and the screwed up twisted story behind all of this, whenever you start digging into it, you're just like, why would an attorney from an entirely different state come after come after Jeremy Hales? Because from everything that I've been able to gather, it looks like he was pissing up everybody's leg, wanting them to talk about his macaroni and cheese case that he got his ass handed to him on. And and people that have been doing YouTube a while aren't like the toothless ones, okay? People that have been in this space a while, they do a little bit of research into the story that's being told. especially Megan. Megan's really good at this. And I'm gonna stop my camera here for a second, but I'm just scratching my head. Um, Not that one. Stop it. Megan digs into these stories. She is one of the best researchers you're gonna find for these kinds of things. Um, and you've got people like like Larry. He digs into these things. DUI guy. He digs into what kind of person is that I am about to have on my stream. You get people like the Cankle twins and Stupid Dave. They don't do any research. They just are happy to have people come on there because they want to promote their story or their channel or whatever kind of garbage they have going on. They need to have people because if you look at what their views were doing, as Bubbles said, their views before they started covering What the Hales, they were getting maybe 100 or 200 views on a stream that was lasting, 4, 5, 6 hours, and they were only getting a few hundred people watching the stream. Now they can cover something with Bubbles, and they get all of you people that go over there and watch them for the rewatch, and I know there's people here that do that, and it's entirely up to you. I'm not telling you what to watch or do, but now they're getting, 3, 4,000 people watching what they have to say, just so they can go, oh, I heard about what they said here. I heard about what they did here. And so that this has benefited them in the greatest amount. It's made their channel explode. This is why they can't let it go. They have nothing else to fall back on because as soon as they're not covering any of that stuff, how many people are going to watch them? How many people are going to watch them to hear what they have to say? Or whether it's good or bad, nobody's going to care. So for them, they will do this as long as they possibly can. And with other people like Megan, Tug, the reason that they're covering is because they find the story interesting. They find what's going on, something that they can stand behind, and they understand the concept of what the ramifications are of these kinds of cases. Um, Whenever I cover them, I find a bit of sarcasm and humor, and then, of course, the story interests me. It's not saying that I don't cover other stories, as you'll see, that I do streams in the mornings. I look at other things, and I have a different outlook on all of it. You've got these people that don't want to vet the people that they have on. So people like Bubbles is easily able to come in and manipulate the situation and tell them all you have to do is this, this, and this, and I'll make you famous. Now, fame is not necessarily a good thing because you have people that became famous and ended up not living, think of the wild, wild west. Just because they were famous doesn't mean that they lived a good life. You had the James brothers that didn't live a very long life, considering. You had Billy the Kid that, didn't live a very long life unless you watch, the uh, what was it, the movie back in the 80s with Emilio Estevez. Can't think of it all at the top of my head. Um, these people tend to go down in history really, really quickly, but they are looking for that bit of fame, so they will sell their souls to any sort of evil that they possibly can to get that kind of fame. Me, I'm happy with the amount of notoriety and fame that I have, which is just me being me. Getting everyone to say they stream for what was that? I keep wanting to get everyone to say they stream for 17 hours. It really pisses them off. That would be funny. Yeah, that would be funny for all this. That's funny. I try to find your channel using your alias, but don't see it. What channel? What do you mean? My alias? This is my alias right here. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that means. You can handle 5 minutes of walrus, but 1 minute is enough to make gaslighting versus theology on uh yeah, yeah. That's why I don't even bother with it. There's no point in seeing Young Guns. Thank you. I knew somebody would know what I was talking about. Young Guns was a movie from my youth. I refuse to give them views, hence the reason why I follow the SYDHT post. Oh yeah. Yeah, Gail does a great job. Absolutely. There you go. And watch what people, watch what you want to watch. If you're turned off by it, then you just turn off and you walk away from it. I have another story that I've been wanting to talk about for the past, oh geez Louise, like the past almost almost month now. That was thrown on my lap. I'm like, oh, this would be such a great story. It'd be great news. The only problem is the walruses keep popping up, and what I need is like this nice, beautiful, glorious, just wonderful like week of no crazy filings or any crap coming at me for just a nice week, and I could cover this one particular story that I want to cover. Oh, and you guys would find it so interesting too. And it's not what the Hales, it's something completely different. Ah, that it would just be so nice, but the hits keep on coming night after night after night. Oh, I watch so you don't have to. That is right, Janice. You do. I watch so you don't have to. Thank you. And Janice does a really good job on those too. Thank you so much, Janice. I would I that's what I wouldn't want. After the stunts BBB is pulled, if I were him, I would want to be in front of the magic. I wouldn't want to be I would want to be in front of the magistrate. I don't know. I don't know. After the stunts he's pulled, I don't think he'd want to. You're headed to bed alone. Oh, I'm sorry, your grandkids taxi. Well, you can always just carry me in there with you and lay down and pop an earbud in and I will soothe you to sleep for the next 2 minutes. No, I do have to head out here shortly, but I will be sending all you fine folks over to MG or whoever else is streaming. I'm sure somebody is streaming tonight. Let me see if I can find what exactly is going on. I will send you guys over there. Go hang out. Go show them some love. I mean, that's a good part about the YouTube space is you can show a little bit of love to people. It's not hard. It only takes a minute. You hit that like button, you hit the subscribe, and enjoy with the content that they're doing or not. I mean, if you like what they're putting out there, you give them a thumbs up. You subscribe to their channel. You get invested. You get enjoyment out of those people. I mean, there's a reason why I have no problem going back and listening to something that Tug does. I don't have any problem listening to a lot of other content creators. There's quite a few out there. I mean, here let's give you an example. I'm going to send you guys over to MG Law. Really good guy. He does he does he does Traveler on the Land. He's watching some of the most interesting cases of sob sits. And that's always fun to watch. It's always entertaining, and he's always gonna give you a good show. You watch the Fleas on 3 separate occasions, your dog can't stand their voices. He goes absolutely crazy. He literally protecting you from the madness. Well, yeah, that does happen. But yeah, I'll send you guys over to go see MG. Give him a little bit of love. Give him a thumbs up. Traveler on the Land stuff. and it's gonna be a good time. Everybody's gonna get through this easily, easily, easily. My concern is a little more for Jeremy and, even the even Lynette, because I do have concern that, she may be having a slight bit of a nervous breakdown. She might be losing her hair. I don't know, but I do worry. Everybody have a wonderful night. I will see you on the morrow. We'll see you on the morrow. I will see you soon. Peace, y'all. And thank you very much.
Oh, you thought I was done, bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free, it's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me nut, call me the goat. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen, caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute, but here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny, so grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy. Send in your bread, I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm reading your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, let's set the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass, burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy Daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental pain. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's. Gundam will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.